Greetings. In this part of our discussion, we are trying to uncover the truth about the rotten, stupid Israeli Jewish nation and their evil dreams to have a land over the bodies of the Egyptians, the Palestinians, the Jordanians, and the Iraqi, and to have a land from the Nile in Egypt to the Euphrates in Iraq. Let's go to Genesis chapter 13, verse 14. Remember that, the Lord is promising this land to Abraham to inherit and his seed or his offsprings. So let's go again and read here in verse 14. The Lord said to Abraham, after Lot had parted from him, look around from where you are, to the north and south, to the east and west, all the land that you see, I will give to you and your offsprings. Your offsprings. Remember that. And what? Forever. Forever. I will make your offsprings like the dust of the earth. We mentioned that before in many videos. So that if anyone could count the dust, then your offsprings could be counted. Go walk through the length and breadth of the land, for I am giving it to you. All right. Let's take a little break here. Let's look, closely at some of the highlights in those words. They need us to focus here. First thing we need to understand that, what the Lord is speaking about, again, it's between the Nile of Egypt and the Euphrates in Iraq. All this land. Now, listen to this again. Let me repeat it. And the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. Let's stop here. This word forever is really, really upsetting. Okay? Because if the stupid Jews think this forever is for them, then that's where the problem lies. Very well. Let's look at the Israeli briefly, very fast. They were, the Israelis, the 12 sons of Israel, Jacob, they lived for very few years in Palestine. They did not own it. He is going to give them the land. They did not get the land. Then they went to Egypt to follow Joseph, their brother Joseph, and after what they did to him. And then in Egypt, all of them died. All the 12 sons died. Now, so many thousands of their descendants died during hundreds of years to become a nation. In the book of Exodus, the first part of Exodus says they became filling the ground. There were so many that they filled the ground. So it took hundreds of years for them, from 70 souls, to fill out the ground in Egypt. So, hundreds of years, 400 to 500 years. And then under Pharaoh and slavery for 400 years. Another verse says 430 years. So close to 1,000 years they lived in Egypt. They lived in Egypt. 1,000 years. Then 40 years in the desert, because what they have done, and the Lord decided all that generation, that rotten generation, should die in the desert and not see the land. 1,040 years. Then they entered the land in the company of Joshua after the death of Moses and Aaron. How long did they stay? Very short period of time. Barely the lifespan of David and Solomon. And little bit more. Then they were taken out again. to Babylon as slaves, and then they spread as slaves between Babylon and Persia. They say 100 years. I don't believe that. It's much more. Plus the 1,400, the 40 years. Now another 100 years. And they came back because of Cyrus, the king of Persia. Not the Lord and his angel or any of his men, like Moses, Aaron, and Joshua. None of that by their side. They decided to come back. They tricked the king of Persia to help them back. Now they are back also for a very short time. And they did not inherit the land during that time. Never inherited the land. Even during David's time, they did not inherit the land. The Palestinians had, what they own, and the Israelis had what they own. It was divided. And 100 years out, they came out back, for a short period of time, under slaves under Rome, and they were pushed out for 2,000 years, almost 2,000 years this time. 1,000, 2,000, 140. All this time. So from the time the Lord promised Abraham that his offspring will own the land, inherit the land, this is like, 4,000, 2,000 to Jesus, 2,000 from Jesus to Abraham, 4,000 years back. If you count the years, the number of years they really actually came and lived in the land, you will find like no more than maybe 100 years. From 4,000 years outside. But I see forever here. Now, what is it? What's wrong with the Christians? The stupid, rotten Zionists among the Christians. Those stupid preachers who preach that Israelis have a right in Palestine. What stupidity exists in their skulls? When we say forever, how do they understand the word forever? Forever means thousands of years out, never owning the land. Forever means when they are in the land, they are slaves or in continuous wars with the original owners of the land from the Palestinians, like the stupid story of Samson and Samuel, and in the book of Judges, continuous wars, never own the land. So all this and forever. How those stupid who say Israel has rights to defend itself, how do they understand the word forever? What does it mean for them? I'm trying to understand, their stupid mentality, and way of thinking. What does forever mean for them? Especially those who, with the stupid lie that they have the Holy Ghost. That makes them understand. This stupid lie. Rotten stupid lie. That's why they don't understand. Forever means forever. Never to depart. So, on the other hand, who had the land forever, inherited this land forever? From the time of after the flood, from Ham, the son of Noah, to his son Canaan, his first son Canaan, to his children, the Canaanites, from the time of Noah, 5,000 years or much more than that. I don't trust, their dating and their history. They are so miserable when it comes to history span. So, from the time after Noah, 5,000 years back, Ham to Canaan to the Canaanites, forever, until even today, with all the arsenals the U.S. is giving to the Israelis, still Palestinians, the Canaanites are in the land. And they will continue. After 6 years, when the Israelis will be annihilated, destroyed, the Canaanites will continue to live in the land. And it is there forever. and they come from Ishmael. Most of them, because of the intermarriages with the children of Ishmael. And today we call them, some of them are Muslims, some of them are mere Arabs, Christians, or any otherwise. Forever. This is the key word to the whole situation. That this land was forever. For who? Not for Isaac. Not for Isaac. We have a lot more to discuss, to show proofs, solid proofs from the book they sacred. And they say this is the word of God, the Tanakh, the Torah. All right? So the first thing we understand now, the word forever does not apply to Isaac and the Israelis. Then this promise to Abraham was not about Isaac and the Israelis. And we still have more proofs, solid proofs, to prove that. Next time. Take care.